It's June 23rd, it's late in the month. Usually I get my mystery tackle box the first week of every month. I do my best to get it filmed, get it edited, and get it out to you guys as fast as I can. This month, it came in late. It didn't get to me till like the 14th. The problem is I left on the 12th for the Eastern Shore of Virginia on my annual fishing trip. I didn't get back to it till like Tuesday, Monday. I got back to it on a day. Anyways, let's hop into this bad boy. This is the June Mystery Tackle Box Bass Box Pro unboxing. What's inside the box? Starting with Lucky Craft Gunfish. MSRP is $15.99. Right out of the gate, there's some rattles in this body, so it's got a good sound on retrieve. This is a topwater bait. Black and yellow. It's got some sparkles happening there. Double triple hook design with a blunt nose. You're gonna cast, you're gonna pop it. That blunt nose design you see there is what's actually gonna make the water flail. So when you pop, it's gonna kaplunk, kaplunk, kaplunk. Make sure you're using a higher gear ratio for a faster retrieve. Anything from a 7-1 and up ratio on top water is my personal favorite. That's gonna help you keep that slack out of the line on retrieve. A slower retrieve is gonna work you to death. Lucky Craft is known for making some top quality products. I can't wait to give this one a try. Snag Proof Pro Series Tournament Frog. We got another top water. This is a small body. It's green in the body with green and black tail. There's some yellow spots down the back with a black and red fleck. Now this smaller body tells me one thing. Smaller presentation, smaller body of water. This is probably great for pond fishing. You're gonna wanna throw this over grass mats, grass beds, lily pads, and you can work it one of two ways. You can walk this lure on retrieve, or you can bump it back to you. Now 2 tricks I'll tell you about this particular bait is if you look at the tail right here on the skirt, you can trim that skirt a little bit. Tinker with it. Take off a little bit at a time, see what the better reaction is. But probably the most important trick I've learned when it comes to frogs, and this is frogs as a whole. The body of the frog offers a little bit resistance on the hit. Take a pair of pliers on these hooks and bend them back anywhere between a 1/16th to an 1/8 of an inch to spread the gap on that hook a little bit. And what that does is dramatically increase your hookup ratio. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Snag Proof Pro Series Frog. Seaspin Bokon MSRP $5.99. It's Bokon Salted Shrimp Scent. Passion is life. Now that is hot, let me tell you. It's black in the body, it's got some green and blue fleck in it. And these little like antennae you see there, they're purple. It looks like a crawl really, but it's got like some like boxing mitt things. Look at this thing, what is that? But they're also hollowed out, they're cupped, right? That's gonna grab water, that's gonna give it a really unique flutter. You can fish this a number of ways. You know, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking like a swim jig, but one of the things that excites me about it is I'm big on punching, I'm big on punch rigs. As we get into the summer, a lot of grass, hydrilla, lily pads, grass baits, they're coming in full bloom, right? And there are specific styles and baits and techniques that will help you master how to fish that body of water. One of those is my personal favorite, that's setting up a punch rig, sawing your way back through that structure with a heavy braid. And that absolutely will be getting used this summer. MTB Garlic Scent. Yeah, a little bitty thing, a little small tube there, one-time use. MTB Garlic Scent. You gotta work the senses, guys, right? Think about the body of water you're in. How clear is the water? What's been going on? It never hurts you to work sight, sound, and smell, okay? But you always wanna capitalize on that smell, and I think a lot of fishermen miss that. Something I noticed about fishing with Sean, the entire boat reeks of garlic, but he soaks almost every lure in it, swears by it. So never be afraid to add some scent to your lure. It can only increase your odds. Lucky John Pilot, $8.99. 19 grams, more of this metric. Depth, 0 to 2.5. That's a shallow runner. It's fat in the body, green down the side, orange on the bottom with some silver and black. It's got beautiful detail and some really creepy like alien eyes happening. It's a bluegill design with a short, wide bill. Remember what I told you in previous videos? That short bill always indicates it's a shallow runner, okay? This is 2.5 feet. I'd run this in the spring, I'd run it in the summer. Put this away in the winter, it's not gonna do you a lot of good. I think it would be killer in a pond, especially because a pond by nature is a shallower body of water. You're gonna have better results with this. And remember guys, if you're ever trying to remember your weight, you wanna remember your depth, take a Sharpie on the bill of that bait, write the weight, right to depth. When you pull it out of the tackle box, you already know what you're working with. Liquid Mayhem Fish Attractant, $4.99. You know, at this point, I've got several tubes of this, but I've never had the Shad Scent. This is a Liquid Mayhem, no fish can resist Shad Scent, made with real shad, so you know it's good. Let's open this bad boy up and see what it smells like. I'm gonna regret this. Yeah, that smells like fish. Again, guys, make sure you're working the senses. Sound, sight, smell. Shad Scent. And last but not least, we have Smartbaits Mighty Minnows, $3.99. Now, I'm always curious about these. I'm gonna admit, I have several packs of these at this point. I have yet to use them. It is a swim body. It's designed to use one of two ways. You can use a weighted wide gap hook. That'll allow you to fish the lower and middle columns of the water, or you can fish this weightless with just a wide gap hook. If you fish this weightless, you'll see this sit up in the upper column, a couple inches below the water, and as you're working it back and forth, you're gonna give it kind of a whipping motion. And remember, keep the slack out of your line. Same thing applies here. But you're gonna see this thing with that tail. It looks like a minnow darting through the water, and it's got a really beautiful, really attractive retrieve on it. Apparently, these Smartbaits change colors in the water. Let's see what that looks like. Huh. Ah, I'm watching it, and this is warm water. It looks like, wow, it's dramatically turning green. It's losing all its red. The entire body's turning to a dark pumpkin seed. You see that? That's pretty, that's pretty cool. Guys, that's it for our Mystery Tackle Box June Bass Box unboxing. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and stay with us, guys. Thanks.